I have to be honest. When I went to go live today, and I was about to go live, I was really just not feeling it. I'm just like, kind of scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Amazon, just purchasing things, just in like kind of like the zombie mode. And I really didn't feel going live. But I'm here. And I really feel like 90% of getting things done, doing the habits, doing the things is just showing up. So this is really when like your discipline comes into play, like the discipline versus motivation. You might not always be motivated to do things, but because you made a deal with yourself, because you said you would, that's why you need to show up, right? And it carries you when your motivation is low. Like sometimes I don't feel like going to the gym, but once I get there and I do the things, I feel a lot better. I don't know if anybody else can resonate with that. I'm sure you can. So also when you're talking about, motivation, you have to be able to look at the small wins, like just being able to show up or go in the gym consistently. Like those are big deals. Like not everybody does that. So you have to really like celebrate those little victories or you're never going to want to do it. You're going to be feeling, oh man, I went to the gym today. I'm so tired. I don't want to do it. But if you're like looking in the mirror, you're taking pictures of yourself and you see the growth, then you'll be more motivated and sharing more wins so you can keep showing up consistently. And honestly, consistency is like the best thing that you can do in keeping your word. And it's not just for working out, it's for everything in your whole entire life. If you're not able to keep your word and do your things, like I said to myself, go live every single day. So that's what I'm going to do, even if I'm not motivated. And that's why I'm here right now sharing this with you because I might not be the most motivated person all the time, but I'm very disciplined. And that's why I want to share these points to you. And one of the reasons that we avoid things is because we feel like, we're perfectionists. We're like, oh, well, I'm not looking the best, or I'm not in the best energy, or I'm not feeling the best, or I'm not the best. When you keep like doubting yourself and thinking, oh, well, it's not good time for me to work out, it's not good time for me to show up live, then we just don't do it because we feel like not doing something is easier than doing the hard thing. But when you're able to push through that discomfort, like you're able to apply that towards anything in your whole entire life because if you're not pushing through something, if you're not being uncomfortable, then you're not growing. So it's pretty much impossible for you to grow just by doing nothing. Now, you might grow your belly, you might grow some bad habits, but in order to grow progressively forward, you're going to have to feel uncomfortable and push through that discomfort, right? And a few ways you can do that I've learned. Number one is to be able to keep track of your habits. And I have a habit tracker on my phone that I go through every single night. Why? Because I want to make sure I'm doing these positive habits for forward growth in my life. These are things that I know that are important. Like go to the doc, do a meditation, do 45 minutes of a workout every single day. Post on Instagram, comment on people's posts, right? That's something that's important for me because it makes me grow forward in my business and helps me grow my personal development journey. They might not be the same exact things for you, but every time at night, I think about, oh, like, do I really want to skip over this tonight? Do I really want to not check off that thing on my habit tracker? Because in my head, the thought of me not doing it is worse than me just showing up and doing it and checking that box off, right? So it's like having that thing to hold you accountable is huge, especially if you do it with somebody else. You can also add your friends on this habit tracker so they can see how you're doing and they can even like provide feedback back. Be like, hey man, haven't seen you been doing the habits lately. So it holds you accountable. Another thing when you're pushing through discomfort, 100% I would say the journal. Because sometimes your friends and your family or whatever your colleagues aren't going to be there and want to listen to you all the time. And you might be complaining a lot, and people don't want to listen to that. So if you write down your thoughts in a journal, like I've got it down to a science to where I can start one page of like how I'm feeling, what I'm going through, what I can do in the future, and then that's kind of like for forward growth, and like that's a full thoughts, a full page. And that's really helped me in my journey, in my sober journey, because once you start to get sober, like a lot of stuff just keeps flying and you like nails you energetically in the face. So you deal with discomforts all the time. So if you're able to, and it's kind of similar to like hitting the gym as well. It's like getting sober, hitting the gym. You work at them like simultaneously. They kind of like compound on each other. Just learning how to replace not so healthy habits with more healthy habits, and you're going to deal with adversity. And the way to do that is through your the habits app and also through your journal. Also, you have a supportive group around you. That's definitely great to be able to have somebody hold you so accountable. So, my question for you today is, what are the things that you are avoiding recently? Like something that you feel like you can do to make your life better, that can forward progress with your life, but you just haven't, you've kind of like been put in the back burner lately. Just think about that. And if you'd like to share, drop in the chat so we can hold you accountable. So thank you so much. It's been about, about 7 minutes maybe now. I haven't really been timing it, but I guess it's around 7 minutes. And I feel more interactive. I feel more positive. I feel like more forward flowing just because I'm showing up and I'm proud of myself. So I'm celebrating a win with you and I'm happy to see your comments. So thank you so much for being here. Look forward to responding to your comments and have a beautiful night. And I'll see you tomorrow.